Sometimes decline doesn't start with a loss. It starts with a decision, a late night decision, a small distraction, a moment nobody thinks will matter. Because what Adrien Broner said about Gervonta "Tank" Davis wasn't just advice, it felt like something unresolved.
Man, fuck them folks, man. Keep running, bro. You the new John Dillinger out this bitch. Tell them folks, go bite off the same sandwich as Magic Johnson and you'll turn yourself in. Fuck 'em. Man, fuck them folks.
What's good, Shadari family? If you're new here, this is where we go deeper than the viral clip. We break down psychology, legacy, pride, ego, projection, and the battles fighters face when the cameras aren't rolling. If you rock with real breakdowns, hit that like button, subscribe, and drop your thoughts below, because this one isn't just about Tank. And today, we need to talk about Adrien Broner, because what he recently said about Gervonta "Tank" Davis caught attention, but what he's been posting lately, that tells a much bigger story. So let's slow this down.
Hey, man. Pussy shouldn't be called pussy, man. That shit should be called put-ya. That shit put you in jail. Put you on child support. Put you in all type of fucked up situations.
Recently, Adrien Broner went on Instagram and told Tank to run from the law, to avoid it at all costs. It wasn't polished. It wasn't an interview. It looked like he was in a dark room, possibly lying down, speaking directly into his phone. Some people even suggested he didn't seem fully sober. And here's what makes it heavy. Broner's own career has been shaped and in many ways damaged by legal trouble. So when someone with that history tells a fighter at the peak of his career to run, that's not just advice. That feels like projection. Because Tank today is where Broner once stood. And to understand what's really going on with AB right now, we have to go back. Back to when Adrien Broner was untouchable. Back to when he was 22, 23 years old, undefeated, flashy, fast, marketable. He had that Floyd Mayweather connection. He had the shoulder roll. He had the personality, the arrogance, the confidence, the social media presence before social media was everything.
Hey, boy. I don't want to have to get you. I know you. Nah, I know you want to put that in your pocket, Sauce. Listen, Sauce, put that, bruh. Put the reader back on, Sauce. You cannot steal that. You got to buy that. That is $6.99.
He wasn't just winning fights, he was building a brand. He captured titles in multiple weight divisions. He had explosive performances. He had knockouts that made people believe he was the future of boxing. For a moment, the industry genuinely believed Adrien Broner was the next pay-per-view superstar. But here's where the shift began. When he moved up to welterweight and fought Marcos Maidana, that was the night the aura cracked. He got dropped. He got hurt. He got exposed to a level of physicality he hadn't adjusted to yet. And more importantly, the invincibility was gone.
We are going to see that young man, Floyd Mayweather, in action. Mayweather, also from the U.S. Olympic team, working there with his uncle, Roger Mayweather, a former world champion. He'll be taking on Bobby Giebert in our next fight. Right hand hook. Hook right hand.
Now, losing one fight doesn't ruin a career. Plenty of legends have losses. But what happened after that fight is what changed everything. Instead of recalibrating quietly, instead of rebuilding with discipline and humility, the lifestyle continued. The headlines shifted from knockouts to courtrooms. The conversation shifted from technique to trouble. And slowly, almost quietly, the sport moved forward without him. That's how fast boxing changes. And now, years later, when we see him reposting Tank clips, watching fights on TV, sharing old highlights, it feels like a man looking at a version of himself that once existed. Tank is explosive. Tank is controversial. Tank is headline material. That used to be Broner. So when AB tells Tank to run from legal consequences, Is he really advising him, or is he speaking to his younger self?
I can't really tell.
I know you were looking to put on a show here tonight. I'm sure you'll get back in the ring very soon. What kind of fights are you looking for over the rest of this year?
No disrespect. Shout out to AB, twin. But hey, Pop, I ain't got no hair. I got a body. So, Pop, can you hand me my mirror real quick?
Is that advice or regret disguised as advice? Because lately, AB's social media has been a roller coaster. He posted about giving away his coat when he was on fire, and now freezing because the same people won't help him. That's not trolling. That's someone reflecting on loyalty and feeling abandoned. Then he posted, "Without drugs, liquor, bars, and clubs, will you have as many friends?" That's not random. That's a man questioning his circle. That's someone realizing that maybe the people around him were there for the lifestyle, not the person. And that realization hits differently when the spotlight fades. But then, just as quickly, he posts jokes, wild captions, sexual humor, weed jokes, laughing content in stores with friends. It feels chaotic, but maybe it isn't chaos. Maybe it's conflict. Because sometimes humor is a shield. Sometimes the loud personality protects the quiet insecurity. Sometimes the jokes are easier than the silence. Then came another post. "Tomorrow, I start my journey to lose all this weight and get back in shape to fight again." We've heard comeback announcements before. We've seen "This is my year" captions before. But this time felt slightly different. Less arrogant, less flashy, more human. Almost like someone who understands this might be the last real opportunity to fix the narrative. And let's be honest, Adrien Broner never lacked skill. Inside the ring, he understood distance, timing, counterpunching, rhythm. He had real talent. But boxing isn't just about talent. It's about discipline when no one is watching. It's about saying no when yes is easier. It's about choosing training over temptation. And that's where things began to slip. When you're young, undefeated, wealthy, famous, surrounded by people cheering every move you make, discipline becomes optional. Until it isn't. Until the losses pile up. Until the legal issues stack up. Until the headlines stop being about belts and start being about behavior. Right now, Adrien Broner isn't fighting for a world title. He's fighting time. He's fighting perception. He's fighting the version of himself that made mistakes under bright lights. And I want to say this clearly. I genuinely hope he finds stability. I hope he truly commits to the weight loss journey. I hope he rediscovers the hunger he had at 23. I hope he puts the gloves back on seriously, not for Instagram, not for hashtags, but for redemption. Because boxing is what he does best. It's the one place where chaos can turn into structure. And maybe that's exactly what he needs. The structure of camp, the discipline of training, the accountability of preparation. But before any of that matters, he has to win the internal fight. Because the hardest opponent Adrien Broner has ever faced isn't Maidana, it isn't Porter, it isn't Pacquiao, it's himself. And that's the fight that determines everything from here. Now, here's the real question. Is Adrien Broner spiraling, or is he finally becoming aware? Because awareness is the first step toward change. But awareness without action changes nothing. So when you look at him right now, what do you see? A man falling, a man projecting, or a man realizing he doesn't have many rounds left to fix the narrative? Because boxing doesn't remember potential, it remembers outcomes. And Adrien Broner still has time to write a different ending, but only if he wins the fight that doesn't have judges, the fight against himself. So now, I leave you with this. When you heard him tell Tank to run, did you hear bad advice? Or did you hear a man speaking from scars he never fully healed? Drop your thoughts below. Like, subscribe, share this if you appreciate deeper breakdowns. Because here on Shaderi, we don't just talk about knockouts. We talk about what happens when the lights go off. This is Shaderi, and sometimes the hardest fight isn't under the spotlight. It's in the silence after the crowd goes home. I'll see you in the next one.